So, the Boston bombings. Now, I know this is a sensitive issue, so before I even start, let me just say yes, those guys are assholes. Yes, this is terrible, should never happen, and all that. But you can't, what we can't do now as a community, as a country, we can't let ourselves fall victim not only to the terrorists, but also to the media. Because this is what the media is doing. They're they're saying, "Oh shit, this really big terrible thing happened." Well, now we don't have to show up for work for the next month or two because it's just we're just gonna have the same shit over and over and over and over. Similar to when Jenny Rivera died, at least on the Spanish news networks, they were just they were just blowing you guys up with that. But this is bad. This is really bad for us because what the news is doing, they want to, they're gonna flood us with this, and when they do that, what the terrorists are doing, the ones that did this, is they're gonna go back to their cave in, in some fucking sand desert mountain, and they're gonna sit back. They're gonna switch on the TV, and they're gonna say, what do they have to say about what we did? And if every news network is just having this 24/7 interviewing this guy that was there, that person that was running at the marathon, this person that was doing this and that, well, we're gonna make them think that they won, that what they did was effective, and it wasn't effective. Okay, I mean, I'm not pro killing people, especially not pro killing fellow Americans, but that bomb was meant to kill a whole lot more people. I mean, look, it was a big marathon, dude. So they essentially didn't kill as many people as they intended to. So they failed. But if we're out here saying how big and scary it was and how terrible it was and it's on the news all the time, we're going to make them think that they won. And we're going to make them self-glorify themselves, and we're going to instigate the terrorists. We're just enabling them to do it again. If we pull together and we say, yeah, it's terrible, and our authorities and FBI, whatever the fuck, if they're going to handle it, but as like regular citizens and people, we just have to brush this off. And I know that may sound kind of heartless and whatever, but that's really what we have to do. Because if we show that this is huge, it's terrible, it's making us suffer so much and whatever, then it's gonna make them want to do it again and again and again and again, and they're gonna actually think that they're terrorizing us, because they, at that point, they are. But if we just brush it off and we just keep on doing our thing, then it's not gonna be an issue, and they're gonna be more discouraged to do it, because shit like this isn't easy to pull off. I'm sure it's not. And I mean, the media, I know they have a goal. The goal is to get ratings and to get as many people watching them as they possibly can, which, I mean, that's just capitalism. I'm not mad at that. But it's hurting us as a people. It's making them think that they have some sort of power when they really don't. I mean, they're just a bunch of cowards doing that. I mean, if they really had a real army, then they'd fight our soldiers. They wouldn't blow up our citizens. That's pretty obvious, and that's been the case for years. But I mean, I think everybody needs to just calm down, stop watching the news, and look at it for what it is. I mean, today I just seen footage of an old guy who was running right next to the thing when it blew up, and it didn't hit him because he was kind of far from it, but it kind of knocked him over. An old man, and he got back up, and the police helped him up, and he kept on running. And then what they said, the media, they're like, oh, this man is a symbol of the persistence and dedication of heart of it. No, dude, it's not. He's not none of that shit. He's just an old guy who fell down. So far, they've recorded 2 or 3 people dead, which is a fucking tragedy. I think a family, a mother and her 2 children lost limbs, and that's terrible. That should never happen because of a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of cowards who don't even want to fight our soldiers, but they call themselves soldiers. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we have to pay respects to the people who have had a loss and their families, but at the same time, dude, we can't we can't sit there and cry about it because that's gonna make them not think that they have power. That's gonna give them actual power. That's where the only reason they're terrorizing us is because we allow them to. You know, I don't doubt that America's gonna do everything possible and then some to get back at them. Politicians, they look at this and they're happy because that's just that just gives them more right to go get more oil, which is, I feel bad for the citizens of whatever countries we go into next. You know, so it's kind of like nobody wins because of these, you know, these radical extreme assholes. But I mean, we need to look at it for what it really is. And I'm not a person that has a lot of faith in my government. You know, I'm always someone that questions it. I know the government isn't out to serve me, and you know, they're out to fuck us in the ass and all that stuff. But if there's one thing I can trust my American government to do, is to go fuck up some people from the Middle East. So don't worry about any of that. Rest assured that people who are responsible, they're gonna they're gonna meet justice. They are. But just don't let the media tell you anything that you know isn't true. Because all the media is now, and all it's been for the past couple years, is basically just they have like a poster board and they're just putting glitter all over their poster board, writing stuff and trying to get you to like, hey, come here, come look at this. We have this going on. It's it's not about facts. So everything you see on the news now, you have to take it with a grain of salt. And if you really want to get accurate information, we're in the age of information. So you're gonna have to take it upon yourself to do research on your own and be smart and make a decision for your own of what you think this situation is. Don't just listen to the news and accept whatever they tell you and follow the crazy ridiculous stories that it's just terrible. But I mean, we're gonna pull through this. I mean, it definitely had potential to be way worse, and I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting. We're calling this a tragedy, and it truly is a tragedy if one life is lost, if one little boy, you know, loses a leg or loses an arm, and they have more than one. So this does qualify as a fucking tragedy, but we're forgetting that it could have been way worse. It had so much more potential to do so much more damage. So we just need to thank God that it didn't get to that point and move on as a country. And you know, these guys are gonna pay, so don't worry. You know, they're gonna meet justice. But yeah, that's just what I think about this whole situation. You know, it's fucked up that it had to happen, but it's all about how we react to it. You know, one thing in life is that what's important isn't the bad stuff that happens to you in life. It's how you react to the bad stuff that happens to you. So I mean, as a country, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. But anyways, thanks for listening. I'm Sexy Mexi. You can stick if you want to stick around. You can hit subscribe, hit like, and throw a comment in there. You know, give me your 2 cents, because I read the comments and I reply to all of them and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.